Eric Worre wasn't born with a briefcase full of ambition and a PowerPoint titled, "My Path to Network Marketing Glory." In fact, he sort of tripped and fell into the business. Arms flailing, ego bruised, and expectations high. Like many people who enter the network marketing world, Eric came in hoping to get rich fast. And, like most who think it's a shortcut to easy money, he got humbled. Spectacularly. For 3 long years, Eric floated in the fog of mediocrity. He tried. He failed. He got distracted. He came up with excuses. He watched others succeed while he remained stuck in a cycle of hope and hesitation. But somewhere along the line, he hit a breaking point. Or maybe it was a turning point. He made a decision that changed everything. To stop playing the role of an amateur and commit, once and for all, to becoming a professional. That decision became the heartbeat of Go Pro. It's not a motivational speech disguised as a book. It's a no-fluff, get your act together guide for anyone who's tired of winging it in network marketing. It's a call to grow up, skill up, and step up. Because as Eric insists over and over again, network marketing isn't a guessing game, it's a profession. And like any profession, you've got to treat it with the respect, discipline, and devotion it deserves. The mindset shift that changes everything. One of the most powerful themes in Go Pro is the idea that everything begins with a decision. Not a maybe I'll try, or a let's see what happens, kind of wishy-washy hope, but a clear, strong, full-body yes. Eric calls this the decision to go pro, and it's not something you do halfway. He compares the network marketing amateur to someone chasing butterflies with a tennis racket. They're scattered, inconsistent, and constantly wondering why they can't catch anything. The professional, on the other hand, is patient and strategic. They don't chase. They attract. They build systems, grow skills, and understand that the path to success is paved with consistency. What's striking here is how human Eric's message is. He doesn't pretend that he started as a master. He's the first to admit that he flailed around like the rest of us. But when he got serious, when he made that internal vow to master the profession, the gears started to turn. It's not magic. It's maturity. Turning conversations into connections. One of the biggest roadblocks for newcomers in network marketing is the dreaded task of finding prospects. The very phrase sounds clinical and predatory, like you're a lion in the tall grass waiting to pounce on someone with a 3-minute pitch and a sample pack. But Eric reframes this beautifully. He reminds us that we already know enough people. There's no secret vault of strangers waiting to be unlocked once we hit level 5 distributor. Instead, he encourages us to revisit the people already in our lives, with respect, not desperation. Everyone from your childhood best friend to the woman who makes your cappuccino every morning becomes part of your potential network. But instead of stalking them with rehearsed pitches, the key is to offer value, be genuine, and treat conversations like human interactions, not transactions. Eric's take here is refreshing. He's not teaching you how to manipulate people. He's teaching you how to genuinely connect, with authenticity, clarity, and confidence. Because nobody wants to feel like a target. But everyone wants to feel seen, heard, and valued. Inviting without the ick factor. If you've ever tried to invite someone to look at your business and ended up sounding like you were either selling essential oils or joining a cult, you're not alone. The invitation is one of the most awkward stages of the process, and Eric knows it. That's why he devotes so much energy to helping you master it, not just memorize it. The key, he says, isn't about tricking anyone into a presentation. It's about honesty. It's about being real with people, sharing your excitement, and respecting their right to say no. He even provides simple, conversational ways to approach people. Ways that don't make you feel like a salesperson in a bad suit. What's remarkable is that these scripts don't sound sleazy. They sound like things a normal, emotionally intelligent person would actually say. Eric emphasizes that inviting someone isn't about begging, pressuring, or convincing. It's about extending an offer and allowing them to choose. That shift alone changes everything. You're no longer a chaser. You become a guide, someone who shares an opportunity and lets people walk through the door on their own terms. Presenting without performing. The horror stories of awkward presentations are endless. Picture it, someone pulling out laminated charts, a complicated compensation plan, and phrases like binary legs, while the person across the table tries to chew their salad and escape with their dignity intact. Eric says, "Stop. Just stop." Instead of turning into a walking encyclopedia, your job is to point to the tools. Let the videos, websites, or live events do the talking, especially when you're new. When you try to become the message too soon, you risk sounding like you're overselling or underinforming. Neither builds trust. What people want isn't information overload. They want clarity. They want stories. They want to know, will this work for me? And can I do what you're doing? If your presentation can answer those two questions simply and clearly, you're golden. And here's the twist. The less you say, the better. When you let the tools speak for you, you become duplicable. That's the magic word in network marketing. If your team can't replicate what you're doing, you're building a tower that only you can hold up. Eric says, keep it simple. Be the messenger, not the message. Following up without being creepy. We all know the follow-up dance. You have a great conversation with someone, they seem interested, and then, silence. Days pass. You overthink. You stalk their Instagram stories like a detective. You wonder if they hate you. Maybe they joined another company. Maybe they moved to Canada. Eric swoops in here like a fairy godfather of common sense. He says the problem isn't that people ghost you, it's that you let them. The solution. Always schedule the next conversation before ending the current one. It's so simple, but so game-changing. Instead of vague, "I'll check in later" promises, you set a real time. You make it official. Follow-up isn't about nagging. It's about leadership. It's about showing you're serious, consistent, and respectful. And it's about guiding people to a decision, not dragging them by the hair, but helping them get the clarity they need to say yes or no. And by the way, no is fine. You're not collecting people. You're offering a path. Not everyone will walk it. And that's okay. Helping people say yes, without pressure. Once someone shows interest, it's tempting to go into full-on closer mode. Let me tell you about our fast start bonus, our residual plan, our upline, our downline, our diagonal line. Eric says, take a breath. Your job at this point isn't to sell. It's to serve. That means asking real questions, listening deeply, and helping people make decisions that align with their goals. The best way to help someone join your business is to care more about them than about your commission. When you show up with empathy and clarity, the decision becomes easier for both of you. And when they say yes, celebrate, but don't disappear. The real work begins now. Launching new teammates the right way. You wouldn't give someone car keys without teaching them how to drive, right? Yet in network marketing, people do this all the time. Sign someone up, say, good luck, and vanish into the mist. Eric calls this one of the deadliest mistakes you can make. The first few days of someone's journey in network marketing are critical. It's your job to walk them through it, to help them build a list, practice invitations, and plug into the system. You're not their boss, but you are their mentor, their partner, their lighthouse when the waves hit. And let's be honest, there will be waves. People will doubt them. They'll doubt themselves. They'll hit roadblocks. Your job is to show them that's normal, and that success is on the other side of staying the course. A new recruit isn't a trophy. They're a seed. Nurture them like something beautiful is about to bloom, because it is. The heart of a professional. At the core of GoPro is a simple but powerful truth. Network marketing is a real profession, and it deserves to be treated like one. That means studying your craft, showing up every day, and refusing to be derailed by rejection or delay. Eric doesn't promise overnight success. What he offers is better. Predictable success, built on skills and systems. He replaces hype with habits. Fantasy with focus. In the end, being a professional isn't about how many people you enroll or how much money you make. It's about how seriously you take your growth, your leadership, and your responsibility to others. So if you're tired of winging it, if you're ready to stop playing and start profiting with purpose, then Eric's message is for you. Decide to go pro. The rest will follow.